George Chen lived on last year as a first-year college student. I knew him. Elliot Rodger killed him and 5 more of my fellow students. Today, another man has shot and killed at least 1 person and injured 3 others at a private Christian school in Seattle. What are you going to do? What can we all do? And of course, another mass shooting this morning.
I have to say that people often ask me, how's it been being president, and what are my what am I proudest of, and what are my biggest disappointments. And I've got 2.5 years left. My biggest frustration so far is the fact that this society has not been willing to take some basic steps to society has not been willing to take some basic steps to keep guns out of the hands of people who can do just unbelievable damage. We're the only society, we're the only developed country on earth where this happens. And it happens now once a week. And it's a one-day story. There's no place else like this. A couple of decades ago, Australia had a mass shooting, similar to Columbine or Newtown. And Australia just said, well, that's it. We're not seeing that again. And basically imposed very severe, tough gun laws, and they haven't had a mass shooting since. I mean, our levels of gun violence are off the charts. There's no advanced, developed country on earth that would put up with this. Now, we have a different tradition. We have a Second Amendment. We have historically respected gun rights. I respect gun rights. But the idea that, for example, we couldn't even get a background check bill in, to make sure that if you're going to buy a weapon, you have to actually go through a fairly rigorous process so that we know who you are. So you can't just walk up to a store and buy a semi-automatic weapon. It makes no sense. And I don't know if anybody saw the brief press conference from the father of the young man who had been killed at Santa Barbara.
Our son Christopher Martinez and 6 others are dead. Our family has a message for every parent out there. You don't think it'll happen to your child until it does. Chris was a really great kid. Ask anyone who knew him. His death has left our family lost and broken. Why did Chris die? Chris died because of craven, irresponsible politicians and the NRA. They talk about gun rights. What about Chris's right to live? When will this insanity stop? When will enough people say, stop this madness? We don't have to live like this. Too many have died. We should say to ourselves, not one more. Thank you.
And as a father myself, I could not understand the pain he must be going through. And just the primal scream that he gave out. Well, why aren't we doing something about this? And I will tell you that we're gunned down in the most violent fashion possible. And this town couldn't do anything about it. Was stunning to me. And so the question then becomes, what can we do about it? The only thing that's going to change is public opinion. If public opinion does not demand change in Congress, it will not change. I've initiated over 20 executive actions to try to tighten up some of the rules and the laws. But the bottom line is that we don't have enough tools right now to really make as big of a dent as we need to. And most members of Congress, and I have to say to some degree this is bipartisan, are terrified of the NRA. The combination of the NRA and gun manufacturers are very well financed and have the capacity to move votes in local elections and congressional elections. And so if you're running for office right now, that's where you feel the heat. And people on the other side may be generally favorable towards things like background checks and other common sense rules, but they're not as motivated. So that doesn't end up being the issue that a lot of you vote on. And until that changes, until there is a fundamental shift in public opinion in which people say, enough, this is not acceptable, this is not normal, this isn't sort of the price we should be paying for our freedom, that we can have are
you fucking kidding me?
So is it the owner?
We're tenants on the second floor.
This is your friend?
Yes.
These two people?
Yes.
What's your name?
Carolyn. Carolyn.
C-A-R.
Olyn.
Last name?
Albert. Albert.
Ma'am?
Bridget McDonough.
Bridget McDonough?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna step out of the way that was over.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Do we get to pat him down on the way out and make sure they didn't take our shit?
Do your receipt for anything they did. Is that upstairs service?
Yes.
They totally got gypped on the whole balcony deal, didn't they? What?
They're probably trying to figure out how to get on the first floor.